In this video I'm in my example course again, and we're going to talk about the menu icons above the grade table. Those are the icons right up here. The first one, for those of you who really like to work out of the gradebook, it allows you to manage materials, in other words to add new assignments, tests and quizzes, discussions right from the gradebook. And so you could click that and it would pop up the dialog box to put in the information. The last menu option there, the Add a Grade column, that is if you have something that was not ever assigned in Schoology, but let's say it's just something in your classroom you want to keep track of, even students bringing something in, or some teachers might create a category just for done, and it might be worth 0% of the grade, but then in the grade book it's really easy for them to see as a teacher or for the student whether or not they did that. This could also work for offline assignments. So that first icon is for materials. The second icon, the gear. We're only going to talk about two of these in the video. Exporting and importing grades basically gives you the ability to export a spreadsheet of your grades, the assignment names, the students, and the scores. Import, same thing if you had another system you wanted to bring assignments and grades into. But we're going to talk about the two top menu items, the bulk edit and the print reports. So let's choose bulk edit first. You can see that. So bulk edit gives you a screen where you can change things about assignments very quickly and do it for a bunch of them. So if you wanted to switch the category in an assignment or a due date, or you wanted to make it worth more points or change the name, you can do that right here very simply. Up in the upper right there are a couple things to mention. You can add new assignments. You can also shift due dates. So that would shift all the due dates by a day, one way or the other, every time you click that button. Go back to the gradebook and show you that second one. Okay. Also underneath the gear icon, you have the print reports. Print could be a little misnomer. It's not talking about printing a paper copy. It's actually going to print something on your screen. But it's nice because it shows you what the students and parents can see as far as progress. And it's also a quick way for you to display a little. I suppose you could do a print screen and cut them out for students if you wanted. In the dialog box there, you choose the grading periods you want. By default, it'll choose all of them. And then you could select all the students by just clicking this box, or you could just select individual students. Once you do that, you go ahead and say Generate Report, and you will see a nice view of what the students see. If we go to this student right here, you can see it shows formative and summative for the quarters, grades, and if they click on the blue links, for instance, by where it says time discussion, it would actually take you to that assignment that you gave students. So, last but not least is this little green icon right here. This works very nicely if you have a lot of columns of assignments, and that just switches the gradebook to full screen so you can see it without the left-hand menu. And you can edit and change things right there. If you want to go back to the original view, you just click that again. So that is the gradebook in a few minutes, the icons above the grade table.